Hey everybody, it's Heather Nichols here, and I am coming to you today from Rome. It's Thanksgiving in the United States, and we are just finished our second day of the Access Consciousness Maestro class here in Rome. And wow, it has been absolutely incredible. I was thinking about what to do for a video today since it's Thanksgiving. And I thought, the obvious topic would be a topic on a video on gratitude. And somehow I was like, gosh, that feels kind of boring. Like everybody's doing that. But I thought, let's talk a little bit about judgment, destruction, creation, and gratitude, because that's a lot of what we've been talking about and just exploring here in this class is destruction and creation. And judgment is an energy that so many of us don't even realize when we're doing it or that we're doing it. We judge ourselves, we judge our bodies, we judge our businesses, our bank accounts, we judge other people. We're aware of people's judgments, and then we, take that on and make it ours. And judgment is one of those energies that just literally destroys things. And it destroys things in a way, it destroys possibilities. And judgment is so insidious. It's such a huge part of our world. And there's the obvious judgment, like, oh, I'm wrong, I'm bad, etc., or like somebody else or my body or my business or whatever is not good enough. And then there's these subtle judgments that weave their way through everything of like, this is how my body functions, and nothing else is possible, or this is just what is, or I'm getting old, or, there's a recession, my money flows are going to go down. All of those things are judgments, they're conclusions, they're computations, and those are all forms of judgment. And a lot of times, and let's even bring in like judgments of other people, because I'm sure a lot of people are having, being around other people today. In the United States, at least on Thanksgiving. And it's like all of these things, like as when we run those energies in our world and we believe those things to be true, we are destroying possibilities all the time, and we don't even realize that we're doing it. It's like anything that doesn't match that judgment can't show up in your world. Our point of view creates our reality. What we project onto the world is what we see and what occurs and what shows up. We are so much more powerful than we realize. And when we function from judgments like that, we just are constantly like killing and destroying possibilities. And there is an element of destruction that we've been exploring here in Rome that is the generative kind of destruction, like destruction that has creative juice. And we probably, like, everybody has some familiarity, I'm sure, with that kind of like when you're creating something, and sometimes you have to destroy things to create them, or sometimes destruction just is a creative energy. It's our judgments about it that make it not so. And we can use like destroying judgment, destroying things, that destroying our minds, destroying computation, destroying all these ways that we kill our future, so that we can have generative, creative energies and living. And one of the things we've got to do is to get out of judgment so that we don't use judgment to destroy possibility. We destroy judgment so that we can have possibility, so that we can create something different, so that the miraculous can show up. So new energies, new possibilities, new realities can emerge. And that is totally available to us. And it's a big conversation, and can be a very advanced conversation in a lot of ways. But what I wanted to share with you today about gratitude is that gratitude is an energy that actually destroys judgment. So judgment and gratitude cannot exist in the same space. If you've ever been truly, deeply, energetically, authentically grateful for something, for someone, you can't be judging that thing and that person, or maybe maybe yourself. Maybe you've had a moment of true, deep gratitude for yourself. And if you haven't, please ask for it. Choose that. Like, it's such an amazing energy to have with yourself. It creates so much. But anything that we have true gratitude for, and not just like, these are the things I'm thankful for around the Thanksgiving dinner table, or whatever. But like deep, somatic, energetic gratitude. You can't judge in the same breath. You can't judge whatever that is that you're grateful for. And so gratitude has a destructive quality to it in that it destroys the judgment that destroys our futures. So if you really like choose to have gratitude, you like true gratitude, and a lot of people have never experienced true gratitude, it completely overrides any sort of judgment that might be going on. And it opens up all these doors for you to have new possibilities and new realities show up in your life. But that's a choice. And how do we do that? Like, how do we go from judgment to gratitude? Well, I mean, first of all, just the awareness that this is, possible is can be very helpful. Because if we don't know what, if we don't, like, this is just information that can help you to choose to get into a space of gratitude. Like, it can give it more kind of value in a way. So choosing to get into a space of gratitude is one thing. And as we do, it's like, you could start by writing down things that you're grateful for. You could have a gratitude journal or a gratitude list. And it doesn't have to be that way. Like for me, it's always felt kind of more rote to do that, and more like I'm just like ticking off boxes. Yeah, I'm grateful, but find something that does bring you gratitude, that elicits the energy of gratitude for you. And it could just be like these trees behind me, trees always invoke in me such a deep sense of gratitude. I love trees. I love nature. I love the earth, water, the sunshine, blue sky, birds, these things that tend to not spark a lot of judgment in us. That children, babies, they bring us so, like, it's easy to just have gratitude in the presence of that thing or that person, and start there, and it's like you could tap into these trees as well and just be like, wow, so much gratitude for the beauty of trees, and even as I say that, it's like my whole body kind of just melts into that space. Like, wow, just so much gratitude for the beauty of trees and the beauty of nature, and then we can, like, you start to have the sense and the sensation of gratitude, and that, like, how judgment just goes away, how gratitude literally destroys judgment, and judgment goes away, and then you can cultivate more and more of that. Like, once you have an experience of it, you can continue to choose it and have even more and even more and even more. And then you begin to see what that creates in your life. You see that gratitude kind of like ripples through everything and becomes this thing that just pervades everything, and is so much more delicious to experience, and creates so much more, and destroys all of our limitations. And then you can prioritize it and just have more of it. And it's like, the more we have gratitude, the more gratitude grows. The more we don't do judgment and be in judgment, the more the space of possibility that is beyond that, the more that space grows. So play with it. See, what limitations can you destroy? What hatred can you destroy? What anger can you destroy? What distraction of yourself can you destroy with the energy of gratitude? And then what other energies can you add to that obliterate judgment, negativity, and literally destroy the places that we destroy possibilities, and open up creative and generative spaces so that you can have something greater as a future. You can have a miraculous life and living because you're choosing it, and you're choosing the energies that bring that to fruition.